Okay. I'm Electro, I'm 50, and my life has been extremely chaotic for the last 7 months. In this month, I have been actually running this channel that you're watching this video right now on, and I have been doing daily upload since I started on January the 4th. And I actually do everything on this channel by myself. All of the editing, all of the filming, all of the thumbnail making, and even till like a month ago, I had school. Now all of this would have been quite easy to manage if in the meantime I didn't try to improve many different parts of my life, like my physical health, trying to optimize my nutrition and my training. Also, I've been trying to improve my relationships with my family, with my friends, and also with God. And if all of this wasn't like quite closely knitted and planned out, it would literally went to shit. So today I decided to actually come on here and give you 8 principles of how I actually stay so productive throughout my days and how I do all of these things that I do quite efficiently. Now the first principle is actually starting the day off right. Imagine you're actually starting a race, and immediately when the race starts, you fall. There's going to be very little chance that you're actually going to win that race. So if we take that analogy and if we actually apply it in our life, it makes sense that the morning is basically the most important part of our life. And in the last 7 months, I have adopted 5 habits that I do every single day that I actually made a full like to-do list, like a morning routine that you can actually get at one of the links down below. It's like literally just a morning routine habit tracker. There we have 5 habits that I do every single day: cold showers, meditation, journaling, and not using any social media for the first 2 hours. So if you'd like to actually get that morning routine and use what I use and have been using for the last 7 months, you can go and do that down below. Now the second principle of my productivity is actually fasting for 6 hours. The first 6 hours I don't eat anything, and I actually just drink water in that time. Why do I do this? Well, the first 6 hours of my day are usually filled out with my YouTube work. So I edit, I make the thumbnail, and I even film the video that I need for that day. And I'm extremely productive in that time because I don't have any food in me. My brain is able to think in such an efficient way. I don't have any mind fog, and I'm able to focus on the thing that is the most important, generally speaking, in my day, which is my business, aka this channel. So if you need to get any work done, I would highly recommend you actually fast for the first 6 hours and actually get it done in that time. Now this third principle, and from this principle actually optimizing the rest of the day. And the third one is actually intake optimization. What do I mean by this? I mean nutrition and your water intake. Let's talk a little bit about nutrition. I literally eat only healthy foods, whole foods. Why do I do this? Well, have you ever had like some junk food and you immediately, a couple of even minutes after eating, you just feel really sluggish, you feel like you want to go to sleep, you feel lazy, you get this sense of like carb crash. This is why I actually optimize nutrition and I only eat healthy foods. If you'd like to actually see what I eat, I have a full what I eat in a day, and all of those recipes I eat today, you can go and check it out right there. But what I would recommend you do for the water intake is to drink at least 5 liters of water. I drink 1 liter of water within the first half an hour of when I wake up, and that really just makes the rest of the water intake kind of easy to consume. And it's especially easy because for the first 6 hours you don't get any food in you, so the water is basically needing to satiate your hunger until you can eat. So like I said, try and optimize your nutrition and also drink at least 5 liters of water every single day. The fourth principle is actually emotion management, and without this, anything else would actually crash. I wouldn't be able to stay consistent, I wouldn't be able to stay productive, and generally speaking, my whole life would just go to shit and become a mess. We need to actually manage our emotions. It's that simple. And the biggest thing that I do for actually optimizing and managing my emotions is actually going to the gym. Because don't get me wrong, I get stressed, I get angry, I get pissed off. And the biggest thing that I can recommend you do for this is to actually go to the gym. You're literally taking all of that anger and putting it into the weights. It just feels so amazing. If you have such a chaotic life, you need to literally remain just stoic. You need to think logically, and you need to take steps in the sense of just no emotion. You need to approach your life in the sense of just a logical way without any of your feelings interfering and changing your decisions. And to do that, you need to control your emotions. And like I said, the best habit to do this for is going to the gym. Plus, it builds an extreme amount of muscle mass, which is a really big positive. We need to manage our emotions, because if we don't, our whole life will become a mess. The fifth spot is really similar to the fourth one, but it's actually dopamine management. What is dopamine? Well, it's actually like kind of gratification hormone. It makes you kind of happy in a way, and really like low easy dopamine is when you consume junk food, when you play video games. But I actually don't play any video games. I have been on NoFap for around 1.5 years. I don't eat, like I said, any junk food. I don't use that many social media. I don't go to parties. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do anything like that. And you might look at me as this NPC, super just boring and like uninteresting guy, but at the end of the day, this is what you need to do if you want to actually become successful, and if you want to stay productive most of the time, which is much more important than getting some easy dopamine that'll fulfill me for the first 15 minutes of it, and then I will just become like sad and depressed. So you need to manage your dopamine, and you need to understand how to actually get hits of dopamine and how to reward yourself for your hard work. Because if you build up that dopamine, if you like limit yourself of it, even literally like a tiny ice cream can feel like heaven if you haven't had it for months, if not years. So you need to understand how to limit and actually manage your dopamine. On the sixth spot, we have tech optimization. This is really important because our phones and our computers can be some really good tools, but also the biggest distractions in our life. So I want to quickly go over some of optimizations that I have for my phone and for my computer. For my phone, I don't have any notifications. My phone is always on silent mode. Nothing, literally zero. This enables me to actually not get distracted while I work because of that sound, or even my phone literally just turning on. For my computer, I have an ad blocker, and also I have something that is really important you do for your YouTube, which is actually unhook. This makes your YouTube look like this and just gives you zero dopamine, and you really can learn something really nice off of YouTube and not use it as a social media, which I actually find really useful. Another thing that I would really recommend you do is to actually install Notion. The morning routine things are Notion, and Notion, just having it on your phone, is actually going to enable you to replace those social media blogs with just Notion blogs, where you'll be able to do many different habits And I find that to actually be really a good way to kind of take off your time off of social media. We're approaching the end of this video. The seventh principle is actually how I wind down. After I finish all of my work, I don't look at social media, I don't look at any analytics for my YouTube. I literally just tell my brain to shut off and I literally just chill either with my family. I watch some knowledgeable YouTube stuff like some documentaries or stuff like that. I read some books and really just let my brain rest and reflect on that day. Winding down is really important. And I would highly recommend you find a routine that actually works for you. I would really recommend you at least read once a day, a couple of pages. It really enables you to open up your brain and just get ready for the next day. Another thing that I do in this period of time is actually planning my next day. It just is nice to have kind of a blueprint that I can go off for the next day. And for this last principle, it's actually sleep optimization. Sleep is one of the most important things in our life because we spend 1/3 of our life just sleeping, so we need to optimize that. Now sleep is one of the things that I really just have been struggling for my whole life, but in the last week or so I have been really trying to improve it, and I'm going to give you some stuff that helped me. Turning on night light on your phone blocks the blue light. It's absolutely amazing. I have been using it for a couple of months actually, and it's an amazing tool that you can use with your phone and also for your computer. I touched upon this, but reading before bed, an amazing habit, really just cool off your brain and enable you to actually get to sleep easier. Third thing is actually installing an app called Sleep Cycle. Here you'll be able to actually track your sleep throughout your day, and it's just an amazing app. And on the fourth spot we have turning on the caffeine and also the food a couple of hours before bed. This will enable you to just sleep a lot better. And the fifth thing that is maybe the most important but like a bonus is that at the end of the day you need to become tired. You need to literally just tire yourself out, whether it's with the gym, just doing your work, whatever it might be. You need to make your brain tired so you can actually sleep well. Those were the 8 principles of my productivity. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to actually get my one-on-one coaching, you can get it at the first link down below. If you'd like to ask me anything or ask my community anything, you can also go and do that at the first, not at the first link, but one of the links down below. You can actually join my Discord server and talk to like-minded people. If you'd like to actually watch some of my recent videos, you can click and watch one of them right here. That's much it for this video. Fade the reason, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a nice rest of your day, my friends, and peace.